Hey everybody, this is Billy at Bakersfield Tuff, man. I put a call out last week. This is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I'm trying not to tear up here today. So I hit the button and I said, you know what? I'm not gonna be emotional on this, but this is a hard one. And Kristen Krafthefer, husband or fiance John.
Yep. Husband. We did the
husband.
thing.
Oh, we got it done. Okay, all right. So and we got mom here.
Hi.
We got our friend Chantel, right?
Yes.
All right, I got all the names right. All right, that's the hard part. You know what? This was a tough one because we had talked about it and we said, look, we're doing these things where people, women who are battling breast cancer, have beat breast cancer, or women, unfortunately that may have breast cancer someday. We want to give them something that they can look at that's unedited, it's unscripted, and it's real. And we are here, and you are getting chemotherapy today.
I am.
Right, and this is not, I would imagine there's a million things that you'd rather be doing than sitting here getting chemo. Right? Is that fair to say?
Fair to say.
Okay, and so I want to talk, you also had an event that you had that was very special that people showed up to, I heard that I want to talk about,
Sure.
right? And first of all, let's go back to ground zero here, the day that you found out, or that you thought that you might have breast cancer, or you... Go ahead, I'll let you
Sure. My story actually started with my husband noticing an abnormality in my breast, and he brought it to my attention, and I thought it was nothing. I'm only 34 years old, didn't think anything of it. Through his prompting, he made me go to the doctor, and a week later, we had our appointment, and they felt a lump, a sizable lump, and they immediately went off to an ultrasound and mammogram. And at that mammogram, the chief of medicine came in and said, I'm sorry to tell you, but I believe you have breast cancer. We need to have a biopsy to confirm my suspicion, but I've been doing this for 40 years. Ma'am, I believe you have breast cancer. I'm telling you this so that you have urgency in seeking treatment.
At that moment, that's got to be like hitting a brick wall, right? I mean, you got to be like, is that when you hear those, when there's hope when you don't hear those words, but when you actually hear them,
my world shattered.
Yeah.
Everything stopped.
Yeah. Man, John, when you hear it, I mean, I'm sure you were hoping that, okay, this is just hopefully just like a mass, and it's just something to take it out. And...
Yeah, it's something small that it wouldn't be anything. It's a benign cyst that we'll just keep checking on it every 6 months, or it's nothing. You guys are just over exaggerating. And it's not something that, as 34-year-olds, that you even think about for women getting, checked or even checking themselves, because breast cancer, they don't talk about it until you're 40 or above. Get checked once a year. When you're 40 to 45 or whatever it is, but it's not something that you only get when you're 40 or above. It's something that women much younger are getting. Kern County's breast cancer rate is at 15%, where in California it's at 12%, and in the United States at 5%. So
wow.
Something in Kern County, they can't say if it's water, air, atmosphere, your job, whatever it is causing women at younger ages to get breast cancer. So that's something that we are doing now is reaching out to anybody and everybody. Doesn't matter your age. Women, check yourselves. Husbands, check your wives. If you feel something, it's better to be safe to get it checked and then tell you it's nothing, than to say, oh, it's nothing, I'm not going to get it checked, and then now it becomes so bad that your lives are turned around upside down because it's too far. So
yeah, you know what, John, you're a special guy, man, because I'm going to be honest, like, I don't think that I'd be able to not just diagnose someone, but like say, hey, you need to get that checked. You know what I mean? Something where you didn't even realize that maybe I should get it.
No.
I mean, but he's a lifesaver, right? Would you
Yes.
say? I mean, that's not a reach.
No, I tell him all the time he saved my life.
Yeah.
And he's always been able to lead our family, and this is one of those ways that I do believe God used him to make sure that I got to the doctor, because we caught it early enough, even though it was more advanced, that I would have never gone.
Right.
And so it would have escalated into something much worse than what we're fighting right now.
Right. Now, this, just so people know, chemo's not the funnest thing to do. The procedure here, it's how long does it last, and like, what do you have to go through when it comes to chemo?
Sure. I have 8 rounds of chemo. I'm on my 3rd of 8 rounds. The side effects aren't felt immediately. I won't feel them right here in this hospital bed, although I will start feeling some. It's a progression, so I feel them day 2, and more on day 3, more on day 4, more on day 5. It's like a wave, and so the symptoms just seem to escalate over a period of time, and I'm on my 3rd.
Man, you gotta be counting those down, right? And it's like,
I am.
I can do it, right? You gotta stay. You know, the hard thing with cancer is that you have to stay positive, and it's hard because it feels. Some days I'm sure it's emotional, where you feel like, man, this is so hard to do. But you have to have that positive mindset that I can beat this. We're gonna beat it.
Yeah.
We got to get through this. We're gonna beat it. Because if you don't, that's half the. I mean, that's half the battle, really.
Yeah.
But also not stop your life because you're fighting.
Right.
Making sure that we do have precious time and that we're not going to put our life on hold through treatments.
Yeah.
Although they slow us down, they're not to stop us.
Right. Tell us about this event that you had, because I heard it was really special and it was really neat what people did.
Oh, our head shaving party.
Yeah.
So there's very few things as a cancer patient I get to control. I don't get to control my medications or how I respond to those medications. But something I can control is my hair. And I didn't want to be a person that woke up with all my hair on a pillow. Like, I felt like that would be psychologically damaging. And I wanted to take some ownership for my care. So we all got together as a family and took out the buzzers, and I shaved my head. My husband shaved my head. I shaved his head. My dad shaved his head. My father-in-law dyed his hair pink. My mother-in-law dyed her hair pink. My mom cut her hair short. We just had a lot of fun with it. We put pink streaks in all the kids' hair.
Yeah.
We just really embrace that this is a process that we're about to go through together as a family, but
Yeah.
also you can still have fun in those moments and own those moments. Like, that was my choice to shave my head, that it didn't just fall out, that I did that. And
Yeah.
so
You know, one thing about this, and I mentioned in the last interview I had, is that I know when this is all done, that you guys are going to be stronger people. I mean, not only are you going to be stronger individuals, your relationship's going to be stronger. I mean, you guys are going through something that most people don't go through, or a lot of people don't go through, and you guys are doing it together. You know, he's not going anywhere, I can tell you. You know, I mean, he's sitting here on the bed with you. That's pretty cool. And if there is a bright side to this, is that it really does make you stronger.
absolutely. And it also focuses on my future, that I know with clear intent what I want to do, and I'm going to go after them with reckless abandon. That there's very few hurdles, because I think that oftentimes we think we're going to live forever, so we put things off.
Yeah.
I'm not putting things off. I know my goals. I know how to achieve them, and to put that plan into place.
Does it give you a new evaluation on how precious life is, or like how valuable time is?
Absolutely.
Does that change? I've heard that it changes that.
It changes, because I may have tolerated a certain situation before where it doesn't even bother me anymore. I am at peace with that, or that even if my job, if I'm unsatisfied with it, it's my task to live a satisfied life. I don't need to give 10 hours to a company that's not giving back. Luckily enough, I work for a great company, and they're wonderful, and I realize how grateful and appreciative I am to work for such a great company.
Yeah. Well, you're going to have a lot of people rooting for you. I know it. I'm rooting for you. And thank you for doing this. This is not the easiest thing. You know, most people don't want an interview taking chemo. You know, you're not in your best light. You know, you're vulnerable here, like with all the machines hooked up to you and stuff like that. But you did it. I know you wanted to get this message out there, and you want to bring awareness to all women, and you want to give inspiration, which you are doing. You're going to inspire a lot of people. And I want to thank you for doing this. Very cool.
Thank you for the opportunity.
All right. We'll be rooting for you.
Thank you.
All right. This is Billy. Bakersfield Tuff.